This is a complimentary gift for Elliott. Now, do you pronounce it Elliott, 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 or Elliott?
Elliott.
Elliott, okay. Let's see, 2. Well, it's a small base, but I can fit it on. 2 L E it.
There you go.
All right, beauty. Definitely be a little bit careful with it. It can be a little bit fragile.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. I present you this as an award for all your great video making and partying, and I give it to you with my compliments.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Hey guys, this is Elliott from the Punk People here, and today we're here with Andrew WK. Are you guys ready for this?
We're back with Andrew WK, and I'm back with you.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Just got this new album. It's one of their best albums. I think it's the best album.
Of all time?
Yes.
You don't need to answer that. That's putting too much pressure. I'm just glad you got it. Thanks for getting it, Elliott.
No problem. Your amazing song, The Devil's on Your Side, makes me want to fly around and dance with the devil. Would you agree?
Would I agree that that's what it makes you want to do? If you just said it did, so I wouldn't say you're lying. And even if you were lying, I'd say that's a pretty cool lie. I don't know. That's a great reaction, and I'm happy to hear that it makes you feel like doing anything at all. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you ever feel like it's hard to live up to being such a positive force in the spotlight?
No, not necessarily. I'm very thankful, for example, for opportunities like getting to talk with you right now, for getting the chance to play these songs, for getting to work on any of this stuff, because it's really based on me trying to get cheered up. So it's not a pressure even, it's an opportunity, it's a chance to feel a way that I probably wouldn't otherwise get to feel. What we might call positive feelings have not come very easily to me. So this work, this mission, this party quest is a really beautiful gift that I've been given that allows me to feel better about life and hopefully feel that way with others as well.
It definitely does.
Thank you, Elliott.
No problem. What do you hope happens when you die?
I have no hopes or expectations. There's a lot of ideas about what might happen then. It could be the greatest party of all. It could be very similar to exactly what we're experiencing now. It could be total nothingness that we can't even imagine. We can't even conceive of the void that we might enter into. It is the unknown of all unknowns, and it seems to underlie and envelop a lot of our general anxieties and give shape to them. But it's because it's so mysterious in a way. It also shouldn't be feared too much, because it is inevitable. So the most noble and dignified thing we can do is try to make the most of this chance we have now, and let the unknown remain unknown for as long as it needs to be, or something. It's a hard question. That's a very difficult question.
Yeah, it's a question that no one can really find the correct answer of.
We just don't know. Well, what do you think?
Hopefully it's something good, you know?
There you go. Well said.
Can you please run for president in 2020?
No, thank you. But thanks for asking. Will you run for president in 2040?
I don't know. Anything can happen.
There you go. Or 2028?
I don't know if it's that early.
Okay, yeah. How old are you now?
13.
I think you could run then. Or how old do you have to be? 31 or 34 or 21? All right. Well, you got time to practice, to get ready. Practice at being president now.
Okay. How could we unite people more in this country?
I don't know.
Guess being positive, huh?
Perhaps that there's a way to try to recognize qualities in the people around you that you also possess, but also to accept and tolerate a chasm of difference that is inescapable, that comes with the nature of individuals. Each person is different, but it's in our individuality that we also are all the same. I think, trying to be as thoughtful as possible and kind is a good start, but also accepting that there may never be this utopian unity, and we should come to terms with that and accept that, courageously accept that, because actually being able to tolerate imperfection, being able to accept peacefully frustrations with other people and yourself has the better hope, I think, of achieving peace rather than trying to force a type of idealized but unrealistic unity. The unity is that we could all be quite different and still exist at the same time and in the same place.
I agree.
Oh, thanks. Good.
Where in life do you think you'd be right now if you didn't have music?
I really don't know. I cannot even imagine, because I can't remember a time in my life. Well, I can barely remember when I was like 2 or 3 years old, but I still had heard music then. My dad was taking piano lessons, and that's when I first started playing the piano, and so I don't really remember what it was like to be a person without that, and I can't really imagine what it would be like to be a person without it now. It would just be a lot less meaningful. The life would be a lot more boring.
It would.
Definitely.
No, like, movie soundtrack, because people don't realize it, but there's always music in everything.
I agree.
Okay, for these, you're gonna do a thumbs up if you like them and a thumbs down if you don't.
Okay.
Dragons.
Well, in theory, but not in practice, because they can bite and they can scorch.
Farts.
In theory, but not in practice, because they can stink and they can smell.
I actually kind of like the smell of some farts.
Well, your own or others?
Mainly my own.
That is, I agree. That's the common situation. And if you smell someone else's and it smells really bad, just imagine it's a dish of food, like Italian food or Mexican food or some exotic kind of food you've never imagined before, and then it will make it seem maybe 1% less grotesque and disgusting.
Mine smells like French fries.
Oh, that sounds very appetizing.
Yeah. Heavy metal. Yeah.
Yeah. No. There's nothing I have to qualify with that.
Politicians.
Right in between. I admire their almost sociopathic kind of ambition and drive, and their work ethic. And there are certainly folks out there who do seem to want to serve for what they would imagine to be the greater good. But it is as they say, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And as much as every effort has been made in the United States to make the government a force of civility and goodness, it's also a very powerful force, and therefore it tempts people and can bring out their lowest animal instincts.
Unicorns.
Well, in theory, if they may exist, but I've always been a bit nervous about that horn, because if it charges, I mean, think of it. So the deer, it has a lot of horns. They go off in different points, but it's not just a stabbing blade. With a unicorn, that's a really violent looking, I guess almost like a rhinoceros. If that charges, it could poke right through your belly button and you'd probably die. So I like unicorns. I would just keep at a safe distance. The most I would do is maybe stroke their mane, maybe massage them around the shoulders or whatever horses have in that area to provide it with some soothing relief. Because carrying that horn around, that can't be that easy.
No, it can't. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yes, the ultimate triumph would be the human race, the human civilization, triumphing. Is that the right word? Triumphing. That doesn't sound right. Triumphant, I'm familiar with, and triumph, I'm familiar with. The human species reaching a triumphant moment of overcoming our own lowest impulses. That would really be great. That would be the second coming through us, where we all lived to the highest ideals that we possess inside. And even if that's impossible or very, very unlikely to take place, it's still something to strive for, because that is still the surest, best hope we have of saving the world, of saving ourselves, of living up to our potential, is to do the best each of us can do on an individual level. We can't control other people as badly as we wish we could. We can't eliminate all danger from the world as badly as we wish we could. But we can live, each of us, each day, to be the best kind of person we could be, and to be the way we wished someone else would be. It's very easy to attack the other person who you think is doing wrong. It's much more exciting to attack that person than to look in the mirror and say, well, what am I doing wrong? How could I improve? But that is the final frontier, is to think on an individual level, how can I be partier today?
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And you're welcome. Thank you.